Hello, this is Andrew Westhof with Homes Mortgage Lending, and I wanted to give you a quick mortgage update for interest rates as of today, September 23rd, 2022. I apologize that I'm having some technical difficulties with my camera, so for better or for worse, you don't see my smiling face, probably for better. Interest rates, if you're in the market and you've been keeping an eye on things, you probably already are aware that interest rates took a pretty big dive over the last couple days. So current rate is 6.986% on a $250,000 purchase with 20% down. That's with a 740 or higher credit score, one unit single family residence, primary residence on a 30-day lock. This is a 30-year fixed conventional loan. So I'm going to show you what that pricing looks like here in just a moment, but I want to talk to you basically about what happened. So you probably heard the Fed raised the Fed funds rate 0.75%. That isn't what caused the recent uptick. As some of the news stories might allude to. What caused the uptick is what's going to happen in the future. So we expected the Fed to raise the rate 0.75%. That was already priced into the market. But as soon as they raised the rate, 30 minutes later was the press conference. Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Fed, got on stage and talked about a lot of things, but one of the big things that he mentioned was a higher expectation of rate increases in the future. So at the November and December meetings, those rates are projected to be raised. The Fed funds rates expected to be raised higher than what was previously expected. And then just some other comments that he made that are pushing things higher are that we're probably going to be leaving. The Fed's probably going to be leaving the Fed funds rate at an elevated level, even after inflation starts to come down a little bit, because they want to be sure that their raises worked on getting inflation down. And then the biggest thing really is just the market's reaction. So the investors are concerned that the Fed isn't having a lot of success in bringing down inflation numbers. So their lack of trust that the process the Fed is going through on the interest rate rises and other things they're doing isn't working, is just pushing rates up. So not great news. And other not great news, there's not much in the near term that we expect to cause rates to come down. So now we're near 7%. We're kind of hoping in the mortgage industry that we stay here. Obviously, we always hope that we come down, but we think that there's a decent chance that we may go up from here as well. So here's what rates look like today. Again, $250,000 purchase, 20% down gives us a $200,000 loan amount. 6.986% rate, 7.161 APR. Just an estimate on the total payment with an estimate on taxes and insurance of $1,903. The principal and interest, which is not an estimate, is $1,328.73. So what that looks like, my calculator pulls up here. $1,328.73 is a $200,000 loan. So if we divide that by 2, $664.37 is what you're paying on a monthly basis per $100,000 borrowed for just principal and interest, which is $66.44 per $10,000 that you borrow. So it's not actually a ton different than what it was a few days ago, but we're kind of boiling the frog here, meaning that things are going up slowly and steadily to where we're quite a bit different than we were at the beginning of the year on what the payment would be on a house in this price range, or any house really. So again, sorry for being the bearer of bad news if you're in the housing market. My suggestion to my buyers right now is that if you don't have to buy, it's probably not the best time. If you are in a position that you need to buy, rent prices are up too, so it's not the end of the world to buy versus rent, but it's not a great market, so won't lie to you there. If you do have any questions, all of my contact information is in the video notes. Even though rates are pretty bad at the moment comparatively to what they've been recently, mine are typically better than most other lenders. So if you are in the market and need to buy a home right now, please contact me. If you are in Michigan, I would be happy to help. Please like the video so others can find it. And if you want to see continued updates, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be doing these likely weekly, if not weekly, at least every other week. So thank you again, and have a wonderful day.